Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No. Have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I am here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him, if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, sir. You are in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Thélème embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lord de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We're looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it's their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact. It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
I wish I could take that.
So, are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nauts, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Naut. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naut?
How I would like my father to be implicated in this sordid business. Our old teacher must surely know what's going on here. Let's go talk to him.
Your Highness, I'm happy to see you. Your absence this morning worried both your father and me.
Come now, Sir de Corsilio. My father may have been angry, outraged, or disappointed, but he's never worried about me. I am sad to have caused you any worry, though. Would you believe that I was rotting away in a sinister jail, guarded by thugs ready to kill me? Though still seeing double from last night's drink, I was preparing an ingenious escape plan when... ta-da! My dear cousin jumped up out of nowhere and saved me. I'm quite the fairy tale damsel in distress.
You might have refrained from the company of bandits
Okay.
the night before such an important departure.
Take away the risk and halve the pleasure, de Corsilio.
For
It
honor?
is the salt of life.
I I fear that some of my teachings have been misunderstood.
Okay.
But you wanted to ask me something, Desade?
I'm trying.
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child due to some contract with the Nords.
What are you talking about, the width and stuff? Like, width of what?
No longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Oh, for your
That is
character.
very unpleasant news, Desade.
Okay.
We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's
So it was all character.
been a certain
So it was all character.
price to pay.
So it was all
The
character
services
customization you had to
children
do.
born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin
Hold
boy
on.
couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir
I'm listening
Fontaine
to
has
something.
made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nords as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Is that blood? I wonder why there's blood on the dock. So what were you trying to figure out? What is? Oh, that's the stamina. It's your yellow bar, right? Feed it carrots and pet your horse. Or send it to the stable and go to the stable, turn it in, and pay a small amount of money to fully restore it.
This document mentions another property. A warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
Have carrots in your inventory, then click on them. You can only feed it one carrot every 5 minutes though, so it's good if you don't want to pay to fully restore it with the stable. You could get carrots from the stable guy and feed it one carrot, then pet it, and that'll kind of give it a little bit more stamina back. But both require you to do it once every 5 minutes.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
A handful of underlings don't scare us away. Right, cousin?
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Okay, let me finish up my mission here first, okay? No one can ride anyone's mount but the owner, even ships. I don't think so. I didn't play back then. Let me go into the back entrance. I see, is there a way? There should be a way out to the back, right? This way. No, no. If you the name is gone for a day. If you wanted to use the same name after deleting your character, you'd have to wait 24 hours. While the character takes 3 minutes to delete. Okay. These guys were higher. These guys had red skulls over their heads. I still beat them. I don't want a good pistol though. Wasn't alone. I fought them, obviously. Everything okay? Oh.
So it's here that our man keeps his son. Abusive fathers.
Who are you?
My name is de Sardet. I am legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to the ship. I'll see you there.
Okay, there we go. Now I gotta find... what's in here? Lock King always comes in handy. Orange Raccoon, ammo, 2 gold coins, and soft-road boots. Single bullet. That's what I got. What? Skyforge? I think I played that game before. I believe so. You should get the mission for it at level 56. I wouldn't know, I haven't gotten that far yet. But I think I've heard something about the six steps before. Hold on, I need to sneak in somewhere. Let me see. Wrong button. Sailor's coat. Now I can get in because I'm disguised as a sailor. Okay, I'm not.
If you wore a Naught uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in, unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients, but it's doable.
I'm sorry, what? Someone was talking on my end. I didn't know that.
Do you have
I'll
any
do it.
idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's
give
take
it
a
a
look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
Hold on, I'm trying to listen to NPCs so they can give me direction. Oh, here's a chest. Loot this. Footlockers. Manifest.
Here's the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
What is it? Yeah. Really? That sounds fun. Is that fun? Sounds fun.
Hello? What can I do for you?
We're the relay. You're dismissed.
Finally! We were starting to grow moss. Courage, me hearties. The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
Yeah, it is. If you don't have a boat, that is, right?
Who is there?
May the Illuminated save us. Did the smuggler send you?
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison, but revealed to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition, then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case,
Hold
why
on,
is the
I'm
ambassador
getting
at Thélème
some-
so
some,
concerned about your teachings?
lore.
Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
Tell me more
What
about your
kind of
research.
research is that?
What about it is so horrifying that it would provoke such a fuss?
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of Saint Matthias? The one who returned to Thélème after traveling with his master?
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never
I'm trying to
seriously
listen.
studied.
With the discovery of Teofredi, we
Hold
thought
on,
it
I'll let you know when
crucial
I'm
to
done.
take a look at the original text. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of. The Eden of Saint Matthias.
And? What did you find?
Teofredi is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciples went to. But the text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In
Radically.
the original text, Saint Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced Saint Matthias to stay there.
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own hand.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written is written.
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it.
Thank you.
But at least we'll be safe.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
Are you playing what?
Huh?
Isn't that Otherworld or our...
GreedFall.
Oh. Dang, it looks just like Otherworld.
Looks like what?
Otherworld?
What's Otherworld?
It's a game where they have like swords, but then they have guns and stuff too. I never
Like this
played
one?
it. Uh-huh. I saw it, but I never played it before.
Okay. This
But
one
it
has
looks
magic
like
too.
that. Oh, for real?
Yeah, magic rings.
Oh,
That
okay.
shoot out energy blasts.
Dang. What you said? Redfall?
GreedFall. And this one, your companions are actually good, and if you don't do the companion missions, they will turn on you.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Dang.
So keep your allies happy, or prepare to be betrayed, and make sure if they do betray you, don't give them good gear. Because the betrayals will happen at random intervals. They could betray you randomly, and it'll usually be when you least expect it. It could even be after an intense boss fight, and they'll,
Dirty world.
yeah, and usually they won't be alone. They'll get their allies to help them.
Dang, so the allies have allies.
Yeah.
God. Oh, that's crazy.
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could forget what you have discovered, perhaps.
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text, or anything else that would have pleased them.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are after.
I see.
That's what
Well, you have
into.
no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them. Let us continue on this path.
I could have a word with the good Dr. Sahin, the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. If he can be persuaded to offer you asylum, you would be saved.
Your goodness honors you. May the illuminated forever light your path.
If I manage to convince the ambassador, you'll need to refrain from that sort of blessing. Stay here. I'll be back.
Hawthorne.
I've seen a few escapes in my time, but I never thought I'd see someone go to all this trouble to break into a prison.
Welcome back. I am turning in about to turn in a few missions, and then I should be able to exit
Captain,
the
sir,
game and switch
we were
over.
given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move it.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't miss
Why?
it.
Move out. Quick steps.
Yeah. And? You should try doing that with, yeah. Fish out of water, huh? Sounds awesome. Gotta show me when I get on. Just gotta get some people away from the Inquisition. Get them asylum in the land of their enemies.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
Hold on. Got some more. Got to turn in a mission. I want to hear this.
I tracked down your man near the coin guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated. He managed to slip through our fingers.
Once again. That man is part eel.
We followed his trail to the Coin Guard Tavern, but he had already escaped. All the same, you have nothing to fear. He will never step foot in Serene again.
We'll eventually catch up with him and deliver the punishment that his crimes deserve. Governor Burhan will be happy to learn that such an amiable legate will soon cross the shores of Tir Frevi. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest gift for your voyage.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sardet.
Level 3.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sardet.
I would like to talk to you about a rather delicate matter.
I am listening.
A couple of historians have made a recent discovery concerning Mateus, the founder of the mythical Teleme. And it seems that this is not to the liking of the Illuminated, or at least his more fervent subjects.
These sinister hypocrites are going to want to burn them at the stake.
Without a doubt. And that's why these poor people are begging you to offer them asylum.
We are willing. Where are they to be found at this time?
At the port of Serene. They were hoping to stow away discreetly on a vessel to Al-Sad.
Very well. I shall send an escort immediately to take them somewhere safe.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye.
Okay, I'll be on well before then. You said how long? 2 hours?
We owe you our lives. We are eternally grateful.
Oh, okay.
I hope you won't have too much difficulty adapting to your new country.
If you would allow me, I would like to give you this.
Quadruple.
It's not much, but it is.
Dang, you're gonna be getting loot out the butt. You're gonna get loot out the wazoo.
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart.
Time to turn on this mission. So you were...
Good day, Excellency.
They're hard to come by.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
It pains me to inform you that the heretics you seek have fled.
Curse them! How could that possibly have happened?
Alas, these renegades have found protection with the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. I would not have been able to capture them without risking a diplomatic incident that my uncle would have condemned.
The bridge. I thought as much. Those heretics have turned to them. But I had hoped that you might intervene quickly enough to stop them. It is truly regrettable. We have nothing else to do but pray that the Luminous might shield us from their lies.
Okay.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
Level 4.
May the light
now.
De Sardet.
Damn, 2 levels and 2 missions. Those are big payouts. We got what? 1 mission left or something? I'm torn. Hey, Yugi. Okay. I know. I need your opinion on something before I get off. This game. Okay, the question is, should I go? I have access on this game. You can have 3 classes, and 2 classes can, and 2 of the 3 classes can merge, like tactical and magic, tactical and so and like blue and purple, purple and red and green. They're basically soldier, tactician, and mage. You could say it. I like the ability to, like, I have points that I could put into one-handed heavy weapons like a battle axe to break armor, or I could go for the divine magic ring, which allows me to bypass armor. The magic bypasses armor directly, but the magic ring makes it so I can't use the roll ability. But instead, I get lightning dash, which is a type of instantaneous teleportation. A short distance, though. What do you think sounds best? Using an axe and rolling or around with a cape and all this stuff? Or using magic and teleporting while also using a sword and a gun? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And I can use, and if for targets that have heavy armor, I could just switch to the magic ring and, you know, wail on them with that. Just blast them. With this, and then I'll go Shadow Impact. What the? Hiccups. Yeah, but world bosses are few and far between. They're like, hold on, firearms do more damage. The field bosses spawn like, I can explain in a sec. I use this one. Go, inventory. Second weapon. Attributes. Willpower. What do I need to get that ring equipped? Is it mental power? One, yeah. So I have to go to where is it? Where is mental power? Oh, here, that's mental power. The eye. Which one was it? This way. Okay. Where do you? Hold on. What do you want to? Where do you want to farm enemies at? Level 40 area. 44, I believe, on my main. Okay.